Ja, det är en bitter förlust såklart. Det känns för vår del också som en väldigt onödig förlust. Kommer ut okej, men har ett gäng bolltapp så att Hammarby får kontra på oss. Det är också de hörner som följer på de kontringarna. Och så är det underläge. Efter 20 minuter ungefär tycker jag vi är ganska bra. 20-25 minuter fram till halvtid där vi har ganska många situationer utanför det straffområdet där vi ska ha lite mer kvalitet eller sätta den på rätt spelare. Ungefär som när vi gör målet. Rui har flera bra löpningar och John också där vi ska sätta dem i spel. Men känslan är ganska bra i halvtid. Vi får med oss 1-1 och har ett ganska klart överläge i andra halvan av första tycker vi. Sen tar det väl bara någon minut i andra. Jag är inte 100. Där jag stod såg det ut som hans faktiskt innan det målet man tar med sig med handen. Men sen blir det ju ganska lågt Hammarby och vi ska försöka få hål på det där. Jag tycker att vi kan göra det bättre. Samtidigt så finns det en och annan chans. Vi känns rätt så starka, även om det kanske blir lite väl mycket hjärta ibland. Och så drar man på sig onödiga frisparkar och sånt som gör att det älskar man ju som eller som ledarlag att få stopp i matchen. Och vi bjuder lite på sådana, men ja, vi är inte tillräckligt vassa i den där offensiva boxen i andra.
Tack Andreas. Martin?
Yeah. First of all, let me start by saying that I've been now a while in Swedish football, both last season and before, in two different stages. And I need to say, first of all, that it's been a challenging week. It's been a challenging week because I didn't want to say anything, and I want to take the opportunity to say now that we won, because I feel that Sweden is a fantastic country. We have fantastic support from the stands. I don't think it's okay what happened during the week where we had to change the game day. And I'm not an expert on this. I know that the police, security, it's a lot of reasons why we had to change. But yeah, we prepared the week, and then we start training, and then suddenly after our first training we had to change all the weekly plan in a professional team. I think that there is a lot of competent people, I'm sure, in the Swedish Federation. I'm part of this Swedish football. I think that we can improve that in the future. Second thing is regarding the delay of the game. I feel sad. I feel sad because the atmosphere, the support that is in Swedish football, and I've been in Scandinavian football as well for a while, it's amazing. But I think it's just sad that we have to delay every time these games because of these Bengal things. We have a fantastic stadium that it's covered. It helps us to play in tough conditions as it was today out of the pitch, and instead we need to delay the game because those things I think is not okay for the show and for the people who comes. Said that, Brennan, fantastic game from AIK. It has been very difficult. I think that we start, as Andrea said, the first 20-25 minutes, I think that we start the game in a sharp way. Then it's true that I think that they made a tactical adjustment with Haliti playing a little bit like almost as an 8 higher on the pitch, and that changed a little bit our defensive ideas, the way of press. We adjust in the halftime, and I'm so happy that the impact of Yusuf immediately after the substitution, he comes in and makes a goal. But still, we didn't get the flow that we wanted in our game, and it was a game that actually the players won because of the amazing soul, the amazing spirit that they show. Against a very good team in a way of playing that is not the one that we like the most. But last season I would say that in almost all the derbies we were a little bit, I would not say unlucky, but the edges were not in our side. Today the edges were on our side. So I'm very happy for the guys, because 7 players who had, I think 7-8 who had their first derby today, and we're almost a new team. A lot of young guys, and the way they compete, I just hats off for them.
Yes, a question? Just raise your hand and the mic will come.
Andreas, vad tänker du om de två delarna som Marti tar upp här, bengalerna och matchflytten?
Jag kan förstå det, men vi har lite olika perspektiv också. Ni får inte glömma att jag är uppvuxen när man spelade på grus i storm den här tiden på året. Så jag är beredd att ta det mesta. Allt känns bättre än förr.
Let me say regarding this just one thing. I think that the refs today, they did an amazing job. The way they handle before the game, I'm not talking about the game because I never do, but the way they handle the situation before the game together with the representative of the federation, it was excellent. They did what they had to do. I'm just saying that for me, the show will be even better if we can start the games as planned and we don't need to delay because of things like this.
Andreas, resonemanget kring att Jimmy inte startade, hur gick det?
Han var lite sargad, fick lite stryk efter förra matchen, så han har inte tränat så mycket här i veckan. Så att, ja, egentligen inte svårare än så.
Ja, Marti, det var din första derbyseger som Hammarby-tränare. Vill du berätta lite om känslorna?
I'm very happy, finally. I'm a slow learner, but finally I got it. So in a week that has not been easy because already in the beginning of the week, Matchen was sick and he's a very important player for us. Then late in the week, Monte, both of them were supposed to start, sick as well. And yeah, suddenly we had to change a lot of things because they are two very important players. And still, you see the performance of the guys. Simon Strand, first game, fantastic performance, understanding already a lot of concepts. Ajay, fantastic the way he played. Jewel, I mean, I could praise a lot of guys in the energy they put, in the commitment, even the players from the bench. So in a challenging week, it feels really, really good.
Brännan, vad var tankarna kring att frångå trebackslinjen och flytta upp Jättemir?
Ja, att få ett lite effektivare pressspel och att få en spelare till centralt så att vi kunde... Hammarby dominerar ju säkert 28 matcher av 30 varje år i de centrala ytorna. Och, ja, i princip det som händer i första halvlek, att vi blir faktiskt vi som är lite dominanta där.
Vad vet du om Keita och hur ser du på hans första match?
Alltså han fick en smäll tidigt, tog över fotleden. Inget fult så, det händer i fotboll, men den tog rätt illa så att han försökte väl rätt länge där halta runt och så att vi får titta på det efter.
Ja, det går att konstatera nu att det inte blir Europa för er. Vad tänker du runt det?
Nej, oerhört surt. Det var ändå en bra möjlighet för oss. Så att, ja, så här tomt så här efter och så får vi tyvärr acceptera det läge vi är i och jobba därifrån.
Matti, semifinalen, vad tänker du om den? Mjällby?
En gång till. Same that last season. Hopefully we can go to the final, respecting Mjällby. That is a team that always they have changes in the squad, in the coaches, and every season they compete and do well. So I know that it's going to be a very tough game. We have now a few days to recover. I know it's going to be probably a long trip. We don't know, again, where we're going to play and things like this. But with all the energy to face it and try to get into the final, because that will be, I would say, a big achievement as well, to get into the final for 3 years in a row. And yeah, try to compete for titles, as I spoke since I arrived to Hammarby.
Någon sista fråga? En sista? Yes.
Ja, Marti, du nämnde det här med att AIK spelar på ett sätt som ni inte älskar att möta. Vill du utveckla lite om det? Vad är det AIK gör som gör det svårt för er?
No, I think that we were quite good the first 25-30 minutes in terms of being able to accelerate the game when we had the opportunity. We knew that they will be probably aggressive in the beginning, and we tried to play sometimes on behind to create 3v3 situations. But after a while, I think that we get dragged too much into that kind of game, a little bit up and down. So we miss a little bit of calm to switch a little bit more the game, to establish more. And then, AIK has very, very good players. So individually, they have a lot of quality. You could see the goal they score, but they were pushing. And it's not easy then, because you become lower and lower, and then when you regain the ball, you are a bit low. We had, I would say, several situations to go in counter quite clear, both in the first and in the second half. And I like that the team is flexible enough to compete, even in the scenarios that are not the ones that we prefer. But this is part of competition. Last season we had a similar situation against Älskar, a game here at home in semi-final where Älskar really pushed. And to find this balance, to have a squad with such young team, with young players that can adapt to this, I think it was, for me, it gives me a lot.
En fråga till er båda kanske då. Det blev ju en ganska krängig match där det ibland såg ut som att kanske ingen del av lag hade så mycket av kontrollen som man hade velat. Tror ni det beror någonting på att det var så tät rökdimma och att sikten var dålig för spelarna?
Jag såg inte, tänkte jag säga. Men nej, det tror jag inte. Sådär, utan vi får inte... Vi hade några... Lite för låg procent här första 20. Det är svårt att skylla på det.
Victor, I always struggle to understand you. A tough game, derbies. It's a lot of emotions. Even if you plan it, many times a lot of situations happen. It's not easy to have a plan, warm up. You need to understand that professional players have their routines and so on, and then to change, go down, wait for the smoke to go out. That's what I'm saying. That at the end, for me, we are here to give to the players the best conditions to perform, because then it's a good football game and it's 22 fantastic players in the pitch. Let them have the conditions to perform. When all those things are happening, you're just creating, I don't know, of course we need to adapt, and of course the players, but they are human. So it's not easy to calm down, activate yourself again mentally with all the emotions, all the adrenaline. So it was not easy. And then, of course, it's a game with a lot of tension, so a lot of situations. But again, I said what I said in the beginning. And the same way I say that there is a lot of competent people who knows more than me. I'm just saying my opinion as a coach. But I want to as well praise their refs, as I said, the way they handle.